we decided to do Atlantic City and just have a good time. So she then writes me like, oh my God, I can't go without my hair done. She's like, I'll pay you after we come back from Atlantic City.
She never said I had to pay for anything. She told me she would do my hair free of charge. She said she would make me look nice for my birthday.
I did not tell her anything would be free, including the hotel or her hair.
The hotel was dirty, it was small.
She's like, there's no jacuzzi. So I'm like, oh my God.
Promised me experience that I didn't have, and I feel I shouldn't have to owe her.
Plaintiff Wanda Newton says she and her little sister planned a turned-up trip to Atlantic City, but she didn't expect to foot the bill. She's suing for $1,546 for hair services and hotel expenses. Defendant Mia Newton says her big sister ruined her birthday by trying to charge her for her own gifts. She says she owes her nothing.
Do you swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. The Honorable Judge Jerry Springer now presiding. Good morning, Judge.
Morning, Najee.
This is case number 038, Newton versus Newton.
Thank you, and welcome
Good
to
morning, Honor.
both of you. Let's see what we have here. We have the plaintiff, Wanda Newton.
Correct.
And you are suing your sister,
Yes.
Mia Newton.
Yes.
Okay, for $1,546 for unpaid hair services and trip expenses.
Correct.
Well, I'll let you present your side of the case first, and then I'll hear from you.
My sister needs to take responsibility for her actions and pay me back. It's just as simple as that. She has a tab open, and I just feel it should be closed as of today.
So what happened?
Well, we originally planned to go to Miami pre-corona.
Pre-corona,
instead,
right.
Yes, but instead, being that there's 14-day quarantine, we were only going to go for a few days. It made no sense to go out of state and have to quarantine for so long. So we decided to do something more local, which was Atlantic City.
Okay.
So we decided to do Atlantic City, go on the boardwalk, go on the beach, and just have a good time. So we look up the reservations, we booked the hotels.
Even though the COVID was...
Yeah, because it's closer, it's safe, it's more local. And, you know, we checked the precautions. We called them up there and made sure everything was, you know, masked, 6 feet. You know, all the safety precautions were in hand. So we went there knowing that we were going to be safe and we didn't have to quarantine coming in or going out.
Yeah.
So that was the main thing. We were going to have fun and we weren't going to be locked down somewhere. We get to doing her hair. We decided on the color. I had to go pick up the hair. I had to decide the length. And then, you know, we're conversing this whole time to get everything in one.
It's the same thing whenever I have my hair done.
You got to get the cut. You got to get the color, exactly. You got to tell them the style. If you want Justin Bieber, you want Drake, whichever one works. So, yeah, I go.
I mostly get Larry King.
Oh, my gosh. So I get to, you know, doing her hair, 8 hours goes by, and I'm just like, you know, back hurts, feet hurt, everything's hurting, and she looks beautiful. Hair done after 8 hours.
Yeah, looks good.
I'm like, okay, payment time. She goes, I'm so sorry. What you sorry about? She's like, I gotta pay you back later. I don't have the money. So I was like, okay, that's fine. You could pay me back. She's like, I'll pay you after we come back from Atlantic City. No problem. I already know you're good for it, so I trust you.
You know where she lives, the whole bit.
That too, I know where she lives, but I'm not doing no hit and runs. But I let her know that I would need that money when we got back from Atlantic City. So we proceed to go on our trip. We get to Atlantic City, where we get to the Days Inn. And from there, we get to our room. I have my dog with me, a princess.
Oh.
She came along with me on the trip. I take her everywhere I go. My baby was chilling. She was in her little areas. I had my own separate room. I had my own room.
So you had your own room where it was you and the dog?
Me and my dog, and then my sister had her own room, which was the agreement. I would pay for her room, and then I would pay for my room, of course.
Okay.
But when we were at this hotel, it wasn't really all of that.
So you agreed that you would pay. You agreed that you would pay for her room.
I agreed that I would pay, and she would pay me back.
She would book it.
She
would pay for it.
All right,
yeah,
all right. I
and
just want to get. I'm going to give you a chance.
So we get there, and she calls me immediately, like 10 minutes in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that. I'm like, baby, calm down, calm down. What's going on? So she's like, there's no jacuzzi. So I'm like, oh my God. They didn't have no jacuzzi.
Oh.
So we decided
Do Days Inn rooms normally have a jacuzzi in them?
Yes, they are suites. They're
Oh,
days
oh,
in
I
suites.
see. Okay,
Yes. So
okay.
there you
All
can get a standard room, you could get a jacuzzi room,
Yeah.
you could get a double bed.
And you were upset because there was no jacuzzi in the room.
Yeah, she
and you had
promised me a
expected it.
jacuzzi. She told me she was going to do my hair. I never talked about payment.
Let me hear from you. How did you see all this?
We wasn't even in Atlantic City. We was in Ascon, New Jersey.
What, is that near Atlantic City?
Yes, it's another town over from Atlantic City. So he was never even in Atlantic City from the beginning.
And is that a problem because you can't, like, just go outside the hotel and be right there on the boardwalk?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was, like, nothing there. There was nothing to do.
Did you tell her ahead of time that you wouldn't be staying actually in Atlantic
Your Honor,
City?
I told her that the hotel was the city over. It was still considered Atlantic City. But once we got there, it was like we already established that this is what we had to do. We had to switch over. If we were going to leave, we were going to leave that night or the next morning. So we decided to leave the following morning. We called down and told front desk that we wanted to leave. They didn't have the jacuzzi.
Yep.
So we decided to leave.
And what did they say?
They said that they're not refunding our money.
Okay,
So,
and how many nights did you?
3 nights. We did
So
from
this
the
was a
17th
three-night.
to the 20th at the Days Inn.
For the hotel that you left,
Right.
where they were going to keep the money
We're
for the
not
3
refundable at
nights.
the Days Inn.
How much was her room for 3 nights?
$514, Your Honor.
So the next morning you leave, even though you're going to lose those 3 nights
Right.
pay.
And I advised
And
her of this.
so you're going to have 2 nights now at a new hotel.
Correct.
And what hotel was this?
That was at the Roadway Inn.
And how much was her room for 2 nights at the Roadway
it was
Inn?
$532,
So it's $514 for the first hotel, her room,
which was non-refundable for 3 nights.
and
We stayed one.
$532 at the Roadway Inn for 2 nights.
Correct.
Roadway Inn is a more expensive hotel,
Yes,
obviously.
and it's by the ocean. And it's a
Because they
view.
have the ocean
They
view.
got the ocean view.
Yeah.
They-
Have you ever been to either of these hotels?
I can't say I have, Your Honor.
Now, what's your story?
She's promised me a Miami experience that we didn't have.
A Miami experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when we got there, like I said, the hotel was small. I was ready to go.
You were really unhappy.
Yes, I was trying to have a nice experience for my birthday. She promised me a jacuzzi. We were gonna go to the club. There was nothing open. It was not fun at all.
It
We
wasn't
stayed in
fun. You didn't have fun?
No,
we
we
had
stayed in
fun.
the room
We
most
have
of the
pictures
time. We
fun.
walked on the boardwalk, but there was nothing to do really.
Your Honor, I have pictures of us on
Let's
the
put 'em up
beach.
here on the
I
screen.
have pictures of us hanging out. This is us in the room. This is us dressed
Yeah.
up. We
And
even
which
ended up
one of those pictures is fun?
the one in the middle. When we're smiling. I believe they're all fun. But
Oh,
then
there you
we
go.
have us in the room. We have us getting, look at her face. Doesn't she look happy?
Yeah,
She's
and I was
clowning
forced to
around.
smile. I did
We're
not
on
have
the
any
beach.
fun.
Well,
She's
that
smiling.
picture is a picture of you hanging out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, but
and
I
we're
didn't
on the
have
beach.
fun.
You can see that we actually were there. We got shirts. We bought clothing.
Well, I would hope so.
It's like, right, we need souvenirs. So it was like, we went, we had fun. You can't possibly say you didn't have fun. We're smiling.
I was
we
forcing
ate.
it.
The one on the right, that smile looks forced.
No, that's her natural
Thank you.
smile. The one in the middle might be forced. That's the real her.
Thank you, Your
Gonna
Honor.
get knocked off.
That's the real her, Your Honor.
Man, that
So
looks like fun.
we had fun.
Okay.
I can't believe she
Me
can't.
having
She's saying
fun.
she didn't have fun.
So, I'm kind of joking around here, but you are 2 sisters who obviously love each other very much. I mean, I
Yes,
can see that.
She's been my
yeah.
best friend all my life. But
Exactly.
I'll be her ass if I need to.
So, why didn't you pay her?
Because she promised me experience that I didn't have, and I feel I shouldn't have to owe her.
First
She
of
told me she
all,
was going to do my hair free of charge. We never talked about payments for my hair.
well, she
Offered
normally
to do it.
okay.
Yeah, I usually do pay her, but she offered to do it this time.
Normally, you do pay her.
Yes.
And did you offer seriously? Did you offer to say, "I'll do your," if you come
No,
with me
Your
on this
Honor,
trip, you
fixed
never.
my lips to say I will do your hair. It was an agreement that she was going to I was going to buy the hair. She was going to. She picked the
Lies.
package out online on my site. She highlighted it.
So, what was the
screenshot.
agreement in your mind?
It was $500, $350 for the hair and $150 for the coloring.
That's what she understood the agreement was.
Yes, but we
Now,
never,
in that
we never
part-
talked about payment.
If she's telling you how much it was, then wouldn't you assume that's because you're supposed to pay her?
Yes, but we never talked about payment, sir. We talked about going to Atlantic. We talked about going to Atlantic City, and that was it. She never said I had to pay for anything. She told me she would do my hair free of charge.
That's lies. I added it in there.
No.
We discussed it in the
Did
text.
she say free of charge?
Yes. She said she would make me look nice for my birthday.
Oh, for your birthday?
Yes.
I originally told her that we were going to go to Atlantic City, and she writes me telling me that she did not want to go to Atlantic City with her hair like that. I'm like, baby,
where? Are you submitting this as evidence?
Yes, sorry, yes. I'm
well,
submitting
show me.
evidence
What is it?
E,
Okay, let me find.
F,
Okay.
and D.
Okay, so she says in
So
this
originally
text here, girl, I don't want to go to AC, I assume that's Atlantic City, looking crazy. I need my hair done.
And I'm, of course, like, baby, I'm all booked for this
Baby.
week.
Oh, that's what you call her?
Yes, I call everybody
She
baby.
calls everybody
Oh,
that.
baby?
Yes, baby.
Okay, Judge Baby.
Judge baby.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, baby, I'm all booked all week and I need mine done too. Damn, and we leave on Friday. Make time for me, please. Okay. So you're asking her, please make time. What are you trying to get done? Braids or sewing, whatever you want. Both are the same price.
Exactly. That's where we establish price, Your Honor. Exactly.
Whatever you want, both are the same price. You want color too or no?
Yeah, so there where we
Whereupon,
I have evidence of the pricing as well, Your Honor. That is
okay.
evidence
Now,
I.
in fairness, she's pretty clear that there's a price for this.
But we never agreed on a price.
Well,
I never said I was going to pay her. We never agreed on a price.
I assume in the past, when there's a price, you always pay what the price is.
Yes.
All right.
We didn't have a set price.
So you're not saying, see, if you were shocked that she's charging you, forget what the amount is, but just the idea, wait a second, you said you're taking me and it's my birthday and it's no charge. Why are you mentioning what the price is? I thought you're giving it to me for free. That would be your normal response. Like, it's your birthday, it's a gift.
My birthday, so I thought she
But
was
then
gonna...
she says it's the same price. Your reaction would have been, what do you mean price? I thought you're giving this to me for nothing, right?
She never said a price, so after that, and we never agreed on a price, so I thought it was going to be
I'm
my
not saying you
birthday.
agreed on what the price is, but she seems
never
clear that
agreed.
she's going to charge you.
The experience wasn't what she expected, but the hair was. So that's all that matters, Your Honor.
Okay, there's the suit for the hair,
Correct.
which you say what you would like for her is the $500.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're also suing her for the hotel expenses.
Correct, Your Honor.
Let me talk about that for a moment. On the hotel, you're both adults.
Correct.
Yes.
And you both agreed to go on this little 3-day holiday at Atlantic City during the midst of the COVID crisis. You had to know that the bars wouldn't be open, the pools wouldn't be open, a lot of the recreation wouldn't be available because people are supposed to have their distancing. I have a lack of sympathy for you deciding that, gee, forget about COVID, let's go and have a great time. And it turned out you weren't able to have a great time. But you should have known that. You should have known that.
I agreed to do her hair with a payment installed. And I want my money today because it's not fair that she's going to leave an open tab.
It was a birthday gift.
There was no gift insinuated in these texts at all. I made it very clear, as you pointed out and as I pointed out originally, that I would like a payment. I would put in packages out there. I was throwing prices out there, and she never once said, why are you charging me? No, Your Honor. She wrote me and agreed with the price. We then just started talking about color.
Do you have any evidence that she told you in a text?
No, I don't.
That's the problem. You see, I really think the fair thing is that she gives you the hair free and you pay for your hotel.
I shouldn't have to pay for
that.
anything.
I think. Well, you should pay for the hotel, I'm saying, because you both made a bad decision with COVID to go out. And you could have said, we're not going. That decision was, in the end, yours. Even though she said, oh, let's go, this will be fun, whatever. You knew you were going to Atlantic City. You still showed up in the car. I don't know who drove. The question I am having is the hair being done. If we were all three friends, I would say to you, it's her birthday, for gosh sakes. Just do her hair.
And I would say, Judge Bebe, you pay the tab then, because I am not doing hair for free,
She's not my
ever.
sister. Oh, if my sister came and asked me for some legal help, do you really think I would charge my own sister?
At least a consultation fee, Your Honor. You got to get your money here and there.
No, I make my money, you know, when I was practicing law, charging clients.
Right.
But when it's your own sister, if it's your own spouse,
But
if
sometimes
it's your
people
own
have to take responsibility for themselves,
that.
and they have, you know, she has to learn her lesson because, you know, there's
okay. So even saying that I think that you should have given to her free, you're not here asking for my counseling and how to have a good relation. How long did it take you to do the hair?
8 hours, Your Honor.
8 hours.
8
hours.
Crucial hours. Long.
And you gave up clients?
2.
2.
Yes. Totaling $500.
You had a warning that she was going to charge you. It's only fair that you pay for your own room. So I fined for the plaintiff in the sum of $1,546.
Thank you, Your Honor, baby.
Thank you. Nice meeting both of you. Really.
As long as the deposit is paid first, I will go anywhere with my sister. That's my best friend, that's my baby, and I love her.
I will not go on a trip with her anymore.
Hey, YouTube, thanks for watching. For more Judge Jerry, click here. For more Jerry Springer, click here.